Hey again, guys, and welcome back. Packages have been taking forever to trickle in, and some packages that I've been sort of giddy in anticipation have arrived, so we will do those, but we will do those last. Let's get started. So, first one up could be exciting, or it could be garbage, because I don't know what it is. I've got question marks. Received it on August 20th, but don't know what it is. None of these numbers meant anything, but I do have circuit board times 1 as a reference. But I guess we should just open it to find out what it means. Two items in here. Ah, I thought these would never show up. Let's take a closer look. So these were ordered on May 8th, and they were $7 Canadian for the pair. And these are the big brothers to my #1 nemesis at this time. These are the long-range NRF 24L01 modules. So yeah, they're just should be just a standard NRF 24L01. Yep, they are. Except they use an amplified signal and these long-range antennae. And I have plans actually. I have a really good project for these, but my shall we call it coding inadequacies are stopping me from doing that at this moment. But eventually I'll figure out how these NRF 24L01s work, because even running demo code I had some issues with it. So yeah, so these are long range. They can apparently have like a kilometer of range or more when it's just open sort of line of sight. So yeah, I have some normal ones to play around the house, but these guys will be for something even better. So yeah, if you don't know what they are, they just basically add 2.4 gigahertz communication pipes between modules. So you can have this module, say, connected to an Arduino, connected to your computer reading serial. And this one here could be on an Arduino, which is connected to another part of your house, reading temperature and humidity, for example. And then that can report back to this one. And in fact, they do two-way communication. So you can actually send signals from this one to this one, and then this one back to this one. You do two-way communication with these things. They're pretty awesome, as long as you figure out how they work, and I have yet to do that. So if you want to chastise me in the comments, go right ahead. Next one up, we have this one here, which is totally no fun because the description is right on it. It says 1 watt 1206. I ordered this on July 22nd. It arrived here August 19th. And I think these things won't be all that interesting. It's just the stuff that I plan on doing with it that will be. Yeah. Can't see these very well. Let me zoom you in. So these guys here might seem a little expensive, and that's because they are. These are 10, what is this? 10 milliohm resistance. And I guess I wanted to get these because I want to learn op amps. And the main thing that interests me about op amps is current measuring. So these are 1 watt 10 milliohm resistors that I should be able to amplify up with an op amp as soon as I learn how to use op amps, and make cool current reading circuits, I guess. And since I have a sort of sponsorship with PCBWay, maybe I'll be able to order some custom PCBs and put these to the test. I do eventually want to sort of build permanent projects, and so this here is a good way to do that, is to, you know, learn on breadboard and kind of hand soldering, and then make some PCBs and refine and maybe end up with some pretty cool tools. But yeah, that's the plan for this, is learning op amps. So if you're interested in that, let me know in the comments below and make sure you're subscribed. We are almost done with the mediocre interesting stuff and almost into the super interesting stuff. One more of the mediocres left, and this is this children products, which terrified me. But anyways, July 22nd to August 19th, $5.60. If you look over here, this is much better. M3 x 350 black hex cap socket head cap screw thing. So this is some more of my hardware refilling, and it's probably because I felt like those last ones I got last mailbag were lost. Well packaged. I find the more likely something is to be indestructible, the better packaged it is. Yeah, alright, some hardware. Let's open them up and take a look. So nothing all that special to see here. These things reek of machine oil, and they're just little cap head screws, and they're very short, M3 by 6. So I have those M3 nylon spacers from the other day. These will go well into those for sure. Look like they have something like a 3mm hex on the top. This one looks off center, which is interesting. Yep, just cheap things, but if I want to buy them locally, they're very expensive. And by the time I want to build something, I want to have the stuff in hand. So yeah, I paid $5 for all of these. Basically, the only place I can find M3 screws locally would be a hobby shop, and the same $5 would probably net me 4 of these. So got 100 here, and hopefully that'll be enough for my needs for the moment. Alright, can you feel the excitement yet? Because I'm excited. So I got a box here. You hear what that sounds like? Okay, did you guess? I do want to draw attention to something. So here it is, August 6th to August 19th. So it came blazingly fast. $19.11. Kind of expensive, but I don't know if you can just make that out, but there's like a drawing of, there's like a race car. I'm just trying to draw the outline there. Somebody drew a car. And there's like wheels and everything. So yeah, I got some fantastic art on this box, and there's like, I don't know, like stuff up here, and I don't know. But anyways, we're gonna see what's inside here. Have you guys guessed yet? Oh yeah, and if I'm gonna blame somebody, this package is another maker's. So another maker's fault. The idea was his. And so if I got totally ripped off, let's all go over to his channel and hit subscribe and comment on his latest video that he owes me $20. Do you know what this is yet? Blue. Don't remember. I thought I picked red. So these are 20 arcade buttons with LEDs. So yeah, these things are just plastic cased buttons with all sorts of grommeting and stuff like that, and these are arcade buttons. I've never owned arcade buttons in my life, but I think I can figure it out. I don't think it's that complicated. So over here, that looks like an LED with a resistor. Looks like that side has a resistor. Little plastic enclosure. Oh, it's like a straw hat type LED. This looks like the base for that LED. I'm going to pop that in there. I'm not sure what side goes where. Doing this, no instructions here. And that should just shove up here, and looks like there's a little clip. So maybe like that. Oh, okay. Has a nice springy action. Now this should clip on here somehow. Oh, I see a hole there. Ooh, does this require... Eee. Hope I don't break it. Just got these. Man, I'll tell you, BitClive made this seem really simple. Okay. Maybe we need to assemble this onto here first. I feel like this is correct. Ooh, that plastic does not seem like it has a lot of give to it. Let's see if I can install this side first, because that one has a longer tab. Maybe I can pull that over a little bit easier. There we go. That looks like it's in. Okay. Ooh. That sounds great. Should be able to just wind this in like that, and then this little white thing. Oh yeah. That's a really clickety click there. So we should have 20 or 10. I feel like there's only 10 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We only have 10. We have 10 of all the other parts too. 1, 2. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then these 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, did I count that wrong? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12. So I got 10 buttons, 10 bases for the light, 10 clickies, and 12 LEDs. So that's pretty neat. And it seems as though the LED is only lit via these two terminals here, and then these guys here do the switch portion. I'm not sure if this will actually show up on camera specifically well, so I guess we should check that out as well. Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of fumbling. Let me set that up. No idea what the voltage requirements are, but I'm just going to go with 5 volts. And looks like the fat portion here is the positive. Does it light at 5 volts? Maybe I got it backwards. Let's see. There we go. Oh, the LEDs are blue as well. So there you go, a blue LED. So let's see how it lights in the case. Either that's upside down or... Oh, yikes. That is not good. It is very much in the center here. Okay. Crank up the voltage. It looks like a pretty heavy resistor. Put it down to 10 volts. And we have a 15 milliamps. I'm kind of disappointed with that. Well, okay. Not the end of the world. We can replace these LEDs. Thankfully, they've got a nice little base there, and I think I can make a little circuit board version. Hang on one second. So I have these wedge bulbs here, which are really made for automotive use. We can see if they fit at all into these little housings. They seem a bit thicker. They do fit. Do they fit up into the switch? No, it doesn't. Okay. So, yeah, and I think I've spread those open quite a bit more than they're supposed to be. Whoopsies. Will it still fit one of these? It still feels like it fits one of these. And I can just squeeze it back shut. Ooh, that's not good. I can just squeeze it back shut after. Okay, so that was that. Now the question is, can I fit one of these gauge cluster bulbs, automotive cluster bulbs? These were extremely inexpensive, and if I can just remove this off the base. I don't remember what color these are, but I feel like they're going to be blue. Yeah, it is glued. Huh. Let's take this out like so. Whoops. Well, I've already cut it. I can't cut it anymore. Get out of there. Little resistor end there. Huh. Well, I guess that's kind of ruined. But I think you get my point here. I want to see if I can get these guys in there and have a flat style, sort of better diffused bulb to go in there, and then maybe it'll look better. It'll be more sort of even. And if you're wondering what I'm going to do with this, well, if you go check out a couple of videos ago on another maker's channel, you're going to see something there which is a precursor to what I'm doing. These are glued as well. Dang it. Well, I feel like I've destroyed enough stuff for now, but yeah, the search will be on for these kinds of flat-topped LEDs, because looks like we can customize these bases however we want. And I think it'll give a much nicer sort of glow compared to what there's on there. Ooh, this is amber. So I think it'll just be more centered. Oh, that doesn't look very bright. Oops, that's current. Voltage. Get up there. 12 volts, so that runs that. Not super bright. Do these covers pop off? Like I said, I've never owned any of these. Well, I guess I'll do some investigating on customizing these things in another video, because right now we're taking a lot of time on this super exciting thing, and I've got one more super exciting thing to show you. So, yeah, arcade buttons. Look forward to that in the near future. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. This is the big kahuna. So this here says blue soldering iron, $8 US value. I wasn't sure the Canadian dollar was that deprecated, but this cost me $75.57. If you want me to be able to pay my internet bill, please join Patreon right at the bottom. And also, if you're on Patreon, you're watching this early. May 8th, ordered it, got it August 20th. This was terrifying. I thought I threw nearly 80 bucks into the South China Sea. But here comes. This is it. This is my very own TS100 soldering iron. I have some TS100 accessories coming, which were ordered at the same time, and so they may not be coming. But yeah, I love the idea of a compact, sort of go anywhere, have every tool electronics repair kit. I really like this ANEG meter, the AN8008. I need to do a full review on that. But in my go anywhere kit, I need a soldering iron. And this is that. Now, I can't comment on how great this thing is, because I haven't actually used it yet. But today, we are going to make our first solder joints using this thing. Ooh. It said blue soldering iron, but that's definitely not blue. I have to say it's not very Apple-y, right? This looks high quality, but it's just really like cardboardy. Has no gloss to it, which is fine. There's an Allen key with 2 screws. There's some sort of numbers and registration. Sure. So just right off the bat, this thing is smaller than I had anticipated. Wow, this thing is actually, it's very small. I know, I mean, it won't do it justice, but we're about 9.5 centimeters for the handle. Yeah, this thing is absolutely minuscule. Wow. And this is the tip, and these guys, it's controlled by a thermistor right up in the tip there. And that should just, might have to loosen this hex. 2 hexes. Okay. And then I probably have to go off and make a barrel jack because I'm not 100% sure I actually have a barrel jack for it ready to go. Just gonna loosen these guys. This is exciting. The body is interesting. I thought it was aluminum, but I think it's actually plastic. I have no idea if this is like an original TS100 or anything like that. 12 to 24 volts, 17 to 65 watts. Oops, that screw fell out. That goes in there. Yeah, this thing is tiny. I'm guessing Julian Eilert, who I've seen use this, and Dave Jones, who I've also seen use this, I feel like they have small hands. I did not expect it to be this big. Oh no. I mean, this small, I should say. My hands are just giant. There it goes. All right. I don't have any stand for it, but I'll see if I can find a barrel jack and maybe borrow the stand from my other soldering iron, and we're gonna zoom in and see if we can make our first solder joints. Let me get you back. So let me just go ahead and say it now. This setup is less than ideal. I didn't even know if this thing was gonna show, so I didn't bother, buying anything or whatever to set myself up. So yeah, so here's the TS100. I've got the jack here, off at a funky angle. This is a 19 volt 3.4 amp plug pack. So actually this would power this thing just fine, but in the future I would replace this cable with something a lot more flexible. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. That's not what we're doing today. Today we're just seeing if we can apply some solder and how quick it boots up and whatever. And when I do the review after I've played with it for a while, then we can explore other things. So alright, first things first, I'm going to plug in this power supply. Hopefully it works. I made a spark. Oh, there we go. Version something point something. Press the first button here. Okay, 25, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 150, 200, 300. Oh, it's set to 300C. Okay. I'm not sure how to set it. There we go. Well, I'll put it up. I usually solder around like 340, 350, 330 to 350. Now, the cord on this side here is really pulling down on my wrist. So, and I also didn't notice the angle. I thought it came with a pointy tip, but it comes with like a flat tip. So, yeah. I can feel some heat sort of at the back of my hand around here. I feel like this interface maybe isn't ideal, but this thing is definitely doing the business. I can smell the heat. Let's see if it accepts some solder. Oh yeah, it does. All right. So let's put it down on this pad here. So the ground plane is this one here, but we're going to try to do this one here, which is not a ground plane. So I need to re-angle this when I get a second, but yeah, that's doing the business just fine. Let's try the other one here. Same thing, not a ground pad. Yep. This one here. I'm going to actually put it on this corner, opposite corner. Yeah, you know, it works. It does work. Yeah, not bad. Okay. So now let's try the ground plane. So this guy here would be for the ground. It does have heat spokes. Yeah. Yeah, you need a little bit more patience. It does do it. And I'm not sure if I'm exactly flat with the iron there because I didn't set the tip to the right sort of place, the right direction. But actually, this works pretty well. And then I think you just leave it alone. Yeah, this is kind of dangerous with the cord I have here because it's so rigid. But I think you just leave it alone and it will sort of turn itself off. Hopefully it doesn't fly off the bench. So we'll give it a few minutes here. It'll heat up that that board a little bit, but it should turn itself off. I have to read the instructions to see if I can actively make it turn off. So here it goes. Still 340. I'm holding the cord down in this corner here because I don't want it to fly off the bench and either burn me or set the carpet on fire. Still 340. Maybe in the instructions there's a way to turn it off. I'm not sure. I'm guessing if you press A to start it, maybe you press A to shut it off. But I want to see it go to sleep by itself. I'm not trying to shut it off. Because if I was really trying to shut it off, I would just pull the end. Oh, had gone down for a second. Still heating. The power brick is not getting warm, which is good. That's actually a reasonable, like even with the laptop power brick, if I replaced this wire with a silicone super flexible wire, I think that's a very reasonable travel setup. I don't know if it's going to go to sleep. I'm just going to see if pressing and holding this will turn it off. Nope, it just drops it down. A and B. Nope, that just turns. So that's the like up and down of the temperature when you click these buttons. Is that capacitive? No, I don't think so. No, that turns it down. Apparently there's new firmware you can install in this thing too. No, I don't know how to force turn it off, so I'm just going to take the power cord out and that should cool itself. So yeah, I'm gonna have to play with this a little bit to see how used to it I'm going to get. Oh wow, that tip actually holds quite a bit of heat. That's incredible. Still melting solder. So I'm gonna have to play with it, see if I like it or not. It was kind of expensive, so I'm really happy I've got Patreon patrons to help support me, or else stuff like this would be out of my reach. I'm certainly not going to make like 1/100th of this on ad revenue. And this is it. That is the entire collection of today's mailbag video. Do take a look at another maker's channel to get an idea where this is going to be in the future. I have to use this quite a bit more before I make a decision on whether I like it or not. I definitely need a new stand for it though, because yeah, it just isn't going to work even in my current stand. There's not a chance. It just hits the edge, which is not a good thing. Maybe I can jam it in there. Anyways, regardless, I'm gonna have to figure something out about that. Some NRF stuff, I guess I'm gonna have to learn how to make them work. And got some more hardware. So I want to thank you guys all for watching. Special thanks to my Patreon patrons. Really, this would be out of reach if it wasn't for you guys. Thanks for watching.